self-discovery, and
Please carry
yeah.
on.
Yeah, and so yeah, organizing retreats, and I've been doing this for the past like 8 years. So all my journey actually started with the physical body. So I was since I was a kid, like into martial arts, and then from there on, I started discovering more the spiritual path. And then at one point of my life, I realized that all this is all connected, also interconnected. Also the material world, what we're experiencing with our body first, and also the energetical world that is here, we also experiencing. They are both linked. So through the physical practices, I start discovering myself, what is the spiritual world, and then what is tantra, and what's yoga, what's all this teaching of this great master, of the ancient master, were sharing with us. So I feel like in my journey it was really, there was many shifting and many different understanding in different part of my life. And at one point, yeah, I just realized that all this is all interconnected, like tantra, yoga, or whatever it is, martial arts, playing music, whatever passion we have, whatever things bring us deep inside ourselves, is what actually will bring us closer and closer to our divine self, to make us understand, that what I feel, what I think, what I believe, that we are divine beings, all of us. And all the knowledge is that all the wanting, everything we seek of is already within us. And this is kind of, for me, is a really important thing also to repeat to myself, because as in the society we grow up, we always depends of someone, or like, or we have to achieve something, we need to have like this special work, or making enough money, or whatever it is, the reason or way of to try with, to fight with. And so I think this is something that, at least what I felt in my experience, it kind of bring us a little away from what we really are, what we really want, because we start focusing on how to achieve these goals that society bring us, and we lose ourselves. We lose what we are, what are our passion, what we really are, our essence. So I feel like a true yoga, true tantra, to any physical and energetical practices, when linked together with awareness, we can really go back to our true self, to regain these powers that I do believe we have. So for me, Tantra, for me, my journey in general, like that, I consider, as I say, Tantra as, even when I was doing martial arts, in the beginning of my starting, when I was more child, I was not thinking about energetical, I was not spiritual at all. I had a kind of a bit of this pushing away, because I come from a country that is Christian, and I'm not nothing wrong with the religion, but just like when I was a kid, a bit I felt something was misleading me somehow. I didn't know what actually, because my family is also religious and everything, but I didn't feel this connection straight away. So and somehow I think, well, a defense I started having since a child was to kind of be away from spiritual, anything was spiritual. So I was more in the physical. So like the combat, the conduct, this was kind of raising me some nice energy within myself, that I didn't understand what it was exactly. So when I was maybe a teenager, I was not able to really deal with it consciously. But then through these practices of martial arts, in specific Muay Thai, that is more as combat sport, I started realizing that this energy that many times society was like repressing actually is amazing. It's a really strong energy, and we can deal with it, and we can use it actually to love, to create. We can use it to dive within ourselves, to rediscovering who we are. So yes, my journey, as I say, it's like become from start from the physical, but then with the years and with growing and with meeting like many different teachers in my path, many different people that open myself like to discovering more and more, like to like go deeper in this energy, in this feeling, and whatever it is was. Yeah, it just really helped me understand that it's really important and essential, like to really follow our feeling and instinct, and whatever energy is there, whatever is coming. So it can be something, for example, when I was a child, I had like this a lot of too much energy that I didn't know how to express. But then I discovered that this energy, this a lot of energy I had, it was actually my path to follow in whatever way it is. and then like with awareness we can like, and more we are open to change, open to learn from others, and from whatever life bring us, we can like let ourselves like to have this path of evolution, like of growth. So I think tantra basically is all this together. So tantra is not one thing. Tantra is not just one thing. Tantra is all everything in life. It's a way to approach life. It's basically what I believe in my experience is that a way to keep yourself open to learn, open to grow. And this can be, I feel that in the beginning it should be first with yourself. So learn what you want, what you like, what is your passion, what make you feel good, what make you feel expanded. No, once you connect with that, you start diving within yourself and start growing yourself. Then you start working also with other people, and then you start using this feeling, this openness to growth when you work with your partner, or when you are in just your normal work, or whatever it is you're doing in life, whatever you are experiencing. Once you are ready to the transformation, you are ready to the change, and you are aware and conscious of what you really are, without you forgetting who you really are. And yeah, that's when it start like all life begin like to be just I say like a stairs, or like just a flow of evolution, of change, of expanding. And like I believe that the more and more people together start getting in these states, as humanity we can start evolve, we can start again evolve and expand more and more, building more trust, first in ourselves and then to the others. Because I feel like that another beautiful things when we get more in intimacy and more like into the path, like in when we start working with a partner, for example, in many of the workshops we do, we work first with the self, then we work with the group, we work with the partners. So once we go more and more get in these states of trusting ourselves, we start like trusting the others. When we can really be authentic with first with ourselves, then we start being authentic with other people, with the people around us, and the people around us can feel that. They can feel it that we are authentic. We are nothing to hide. We have no wanting, no greediness. We are happy with what we have. We are happy with our destiny. We know who we are, because all of us have this. This state is achievable for anyone. Doesn't matter where we are right now. As I say, I think in the society we live in is a bit tricky for this. It make us confused. It build us all this belief that we must be something, or we must do that or this and that. But once we letting go of all this, we all have these states. The state of where we come back to the self. We come back to be authentic. We become to trust ourselves, starting trusting the other people, the people around us. And this is then of what I feel, for example, in a workshops, no, because of course I know when you bring this outside in the society, sometimes can be challenging. It's really challenging to be really honest, no, because you know we are getting used to build these shields to protect ourselves, and there is of course million of things that make us do this. I think it's blocked.
Lot.
I think so. Anyway, I feel like in the workshops, when we create this safe space, this safe container to really letting go of our preconcept, and when we can start really just trust the people around us, I see really in few days in like how easy it is, how to find this connection between everyone, even if people come from really different like backgrounds, really totally different environment, and maybe if they see in the street they will never think they have a connection. But I many times in different retreats and workshop and festival I was being part of, I saw how it's fast. Like in a few days, once there is the trust, when there is like people are really showing up for what they are, and they start letting go of all this wanting, all these mind games like our society get us used to. How it's easy actually to get back to this feeling of trust, to trust the others, to open with the others, to share, to
Feeling
express.
of connection and feeling of oneness. Yeah.
Yeah, that was exactly what you say, one. And so I think it's great that we do this work. I love to do this work. I choose to keep going in this, and specifically like building like retreats and safe space workshop where to work on this, because I believe that once in this society, if really like more and more people start doing this work, all this safe container that we create in the retreat or in the workshop, we can slowly, slowly, of course, it will take time, but bring it out, living in a society where people can trust each other, where people can share with each other, can be true with each other and say what they feel, what they think, without being repressing their energies, you know. And this is even like bringing it more and more, like, you know, to all society, even to young boys, to, you know, to people that are adolescent, and they start like, you know, like have
Discovering
many,
about,
a
yeah.
lot of energies, and they don't know how to deal with it. Like, learn how to breathe, learn how to, what is your body, what is your ability as a human, how to express, not repress, you know, because there is many energies that coexist within our body, and there is million ways to express them. So can be sitting and meditation, can be doing yoga asana, can be singing, can be like practice martial arts, can be anything. You
Or
know,
just
we just need
gazing
to,
in your partner eyes, or just hugging, or just a touch, and the
exactly.
energy can move. So it's just bringing consciousness and presence wherever and whatever you are doing. And I feel that tantra can really support, or any kind of spiritual practice, but tantra, I would say, is a bit more special because it helps to throw the light on many darker aspects of us, and also to embrace that, not judge or condemn those shadow sides of us, but to really embrace it and transcend it into light, love, and nectar. So, yeah, I really like, just pausing you in between, because for our viewers, just to make certain points, because I really like how from the beginning, you said how you connected your martial art, your yoga, and integrated it also into Tantra. Yeah. So, because Tantra is more energetic work and more emotional, it's addressing more to our emotional, psychological, and inner energy, inner being, and integrating our physical and the inner work. It's very important. So I really like when you said, that's how you evolved into your martial arts and dived into Tantra, though there was some resistance. And I know, and I've seen people, who are into yoga, they're very disciplined, and they say, no, 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 Tantra is not for me. So, yes, so very beautiful how you shared about your journey and authenticity, as you said, that if we all can just bring the safe container and authenticity into the world, what we create in the workshops, it can just make the world a much more loving and peaceful space. So, just outlining these few things, what you brought up, in this conversation. And yeah, please, if you want to say something more
Yeah,
about people, because they have a lot of apprehension, people who don't know about tantra, and even Indian, especially Indian people, though tantra originated from India, but we are not aware, or even Western people or some other people, they just think that tantra is sex, whereas tantra is much more than that.
mm,
Tantra is
yeah,
not an orgy. So Tantra is not just about
no.
sex, but yes, it embraces all parts or all facets of us. It does not exclude. Yeah,
Exactly. How you were saying before, no? Tantra is embracing all the energy, even whatever is coming. No, if we work with any kind of energy, we embrace it, we express it, whatever it can be. Any energy that even like society can, or when we feel our bad or to repress, whatever it is, anger, whatever it is, whatever kind of love and any kind of energy, we analyze them, we use them, and we transform them for growth. We, instead of repressing them and start keeping stuck and create trauma or creating blockages, we let this energy flow. We embrace them. It's from that we grow. And same as sexual energy. The sexual energy is a really strong and powerful energy that we have to know how to deal with it. Is another thing that I
exactly.
really don't understand how in society is not in really is yeah, there is not enough attention, I feel. Now, especially when we're growing up, there is a lot of taboo and a lot of things like what taboo is something so natural. It's a really powerful energy. It's a creation.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
life is created from it. So
Exactly.
Tantra, as you were exactly saying, embrace all the aspect of life. Of course, sex is one of them, but it's not just sex. It's not just the sexual part. Of course, this is also one important part of our lives, and it's right to bring attention to it, to bring awareness and consciousness to it. So of course, Tantra embrace it.
Yes. yes,
Yeah.
and I completely echo that. That there is nothing to exclude. This is what makes us human. And as you also said, we are born out of sex. So what is this taboo? What is this hush hush? About our sexuality, about our bodies, and there is no education. There is no awareness regarding the same, though we think about it probably 24 by 7, or doing everything around it to get a woman, to get a man, and doing all those games, but we really don't know. We are just like doing try and error. People get
Mm.
married in India, like arranged marriages, and they really don't know what to do with the partner. So tantra can be very helpful, I would say, to create real intimacy, to create really this bridge with our heart, not just with our partner, but also with our own self. So, because as we have been outlining, that it brings authenticity to see our light, our darkness, and to voice it and to embrace it. So yes, being authentic also to our sexual needs and desires, or to address it, or how to channel this sexual energy, which is so powerful and so potent for all of us. It's like our powerhouse. So how this can be channelized, or this can be, converted into creativity, into play, into love, into laughter, into joy. Tantra is so supportive. Tantra is so supportive to transcend this energy into much more, into orgasmic bliss, into ecstasy. And we are not just saying that, means I can really guarantee and vouch for it that this has been my experience, and I'm sure Alex has also his own experiences in the same.
Yeah,
So
yeah, exactly. Like for example, to the sex for my like sexual life when I was like more a teenager, like I was really just you growing up, and like it's about like when you're like really young, it's like just all about experiencing with more and more people, and like you're really curious. All this taboo also make you more wanting like to be like understand why there is this taboo, no? But then through the years, and especially with tantra, I start realizing how beautiful like and how much more there is in that part. It's a huge thing. It's a big exchange of energies between two people. Like and when there is pure, like really, like your pure essence, you bring there yourself in authenticity. It can really like bring you to an ecstasy that is not just a physical orgasm, but can be really something behind that. Something that really I feel with a lot of practice, of course, with practice and awareness, it can really feel you, make you feel in a high state of consciousness through the sex. And I had also great experiences. And remember, even the first experience I had more with like tantra and more with this awareness of the sex. It's not just about I don't know what we see in a porn or whatever it is. Like it's not just about like having like this amazing sex and coming, but it's more like connecting with someone, connected with yourself. How we were saying before, same as you do when you play music, when you embrace your life, you connect with the person in front of you. You really feel this connection. You trust each other. You breathe together, and you let then become like a dance. It's not just about having like an orgasm and then
yeah,
okay, we had an orgasm done. Now we can chill. No, it's more
yeah.
like a journey
it's
together, an
it's not just
expansion
it's not just
together.
about a release. Most of the
Yeah,
times in sexual energy, we're just looking for these quick releases and quick fixes. But
yeah,
yeah, it's not this. We are capable of so much more. This human body is capable of experiencing so much more, of joy, of the bliss and ecstasy. And we are hardwired to that. We are born, with that ecstasy. And that's what we can even see in the children. So much innocence, so much play. We just forget that because we become so disconnected as we are growing up and going further and further away to our own being, our own inner voice. So tantra is nothing, and coming, to such kind of tantra retreats or festivals, it's just help us to bridge back to us, to plug in back to our energy system, our energy source, our loving source, and to recharge us from there and awakening our soul in a way that we can align our external world according to our internal being, or our what we really truly desire for our own self, whether it's in terms of work, relationships, connections or whatever we want to then manifest into our life, it would be much more in the alignment what we truly want for ourselves. So yes, and many people, they ask me, okay, I want to come as a couple, or I want to come as a single man or woman. Can I? Yes, you can truly, because Tantra is also very supportive. Whether you are in a committed relationship, you are wanting to come as a couple, or a single man or woman, and we create a space in such a held and safe and meditative space that it is very conducive for everyone and anyone to open, to release, to heal, to align. So, yeah, if you want to add something in this, Alex, please.
Yeah, no, what you're exactly saying, like especially we're talking about the retreats and the workshops. For me, the main idea is that people when come and experience the workshop, it's like we all together enter in a dynamic meditation, like in a state of full awareness, of feeling centered, working with our breath, working in a way to feel centered, to express our authenticity. So it's all about it, and you don't need to be a yogi master or tantra master or whatever, or you don't need to do anything that you don't wish for. It's like just, or like or anything else. Like it's just about find yourself, be authentic, connect with yourself, and through the workshop, to the retreats, we will guide and like we share the tools that can keep you present, can keep you aware. It's all about it. There's nothing to do, nothing to achieve. It's just self-awareness. It's a dynamic meditation states that then we hopefully bringing outside when we go in the society. We go back to our work. We don't go back to our lives. So yeah,
Yes.
there is no needed to be a couple. There is like you can be single, you can be couple, you can be whatever. Like we can be in any state, in any journey, in any background. If you will, to like just connect with yourself, with your true self. You want to be authentic. If you really want to reconnect and just witnessing whatever is coming to you, and you want to just make space to transformation, to evolution, as yourself, as a single person, as a community. This is this is a perfect place. There is nothing to be, no experience needed, no special requirements. Just
Yes,
willing to be.
exactly. Yes, yes, exactly. So, no matter what, whether you are able to join us in February retreat from 18th to 20th or not, doesn't matter. But, keep connected, keep looking, keep exploring for your own self. It could be via online retreats, online festivals, maybe reading a book on Tantra, or watching an interview, watching a session. There is a lot available. If you really, where there is a will, there is a way. So yes, make first step towards your own self, and the universe can open the secret and magic. So we just yeah, so Karthik, our next workshop is starting on 18th of February in Goa. And if anybody, who's watching this interview want more details on it, then just send us a DM, a message on the inbox, and we can send you more details, or I can share the link in the interview down below after this session. So yeah, just explore, just make those courageous steps, I would say. And yeah, and what happens in the tantric retreat, somebody asked me, so what happens in the tantra retreat? Do we have to get nude, or is there nudity, or what is happening? Because people have lots of things they hear from here and there. So yeah, no, there is nothing pushed on anyone. There is nothing pushed um, beyond your limits. Yeah, the space is very safe. There is, we say that embracing our own body, but there is no like nakedness or vulgarness. Yeah, so it's just channeling our sexual energy. So yes, yes. Anything you would like to add, Alex? Or yeah, I see that we are taking time, so thanks to all the listeners who have joined us and listening to us, and stay tuned, explore.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. Namaste. And
Yeah.
please connect. You have our contacts. You can ask us if you have questions. And
Yeah,
yeah,
you can
just
always feel free to even talk more to either Alex or to me. And yes, we hope to see some of you in the retreat. We already have quite a few bookings, and we have last 8 spots left. So yeah,
yeah. Thank you everyone for the attention.
thanks Alex for
Thank you,
joining
Mo.
and for this time. And
Yeah,
I see you in the retreat for more magic and for more co-creation and dance and meditation and play together.
of course. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm looking forward for it. Thank you so much, mate.
Big hugs,
See
big
you
hugs.
soon. Bye.
Yes, thank you.